Jai Hind to all. This is Chelsi Sen, Assistant Professor, AKGC Ghaziabad. As we had already discussed about the cloud computing and the various topics we have already discussed. So today we are going to discuss about the cloud storage and the cloud computing. So what the cloud storage is, as we all know that the cloud computing provides various services. So one of the services that is like a cloud storage, where the cloud computing provides the various type of storage facilities where we can store data or files that can be stored in the cloud. So they are saved at the remote server, which is easily accessible from anywhere with the internet access. So what's the advantages of this particular cloud storage? So this allows us to access the data from any devices connected to the internet, including computer, tablets, smartphones. So from anywhere, any place, we can access our information, our files, our facilities to access the information. Now, this is in the contrast to the local storage, where the data is stored on the hard drive of the local desktop or a laptop. So now just discuss about what is the cloud storage, what are the different applications of the cloud storage, and why the cloud storage is important in this particular cloud computing. Discussing about the cloud storage, what is the cloud storage? Cloud storage provides the online file storage centers, or we can say that the cloud storage providers, to safely upload your files to the internet. It is very cheap. It is a best technique to store our data like documents, photos, files to the internet for the further use. We can easily access our information from anywhere, at any place, and 24 into 7 hours. Means we can share the information, we can upload our music, we can store the videos, we can store the documents, we can store the pictures, we can store the files and the context number too. So this is how the cloud storage provides us the storage centers to upload our files to the internet. Now, these are the various utilities are used in the cloud storage where we can store the things. Now, there are the various type of cloud service providers who provide this particular cloud storage. There are the various examples we can say that. First one is Apple iCloud. Then we are having a Dropbox, Google Drive, Amazon Cloud Drive, Microsoft SkyDrive, which provide us the OneDrive. These are the various examples of the cloud storage providers. The cloud storage providers basically provide us the storage as we all use in our day-to-day life. Dropbox we are using in our day-to-day life, Google Drive in our cell phones, the mail. We are storing the lots of amount of photos, mail, informations, contacts we are saving so that we can easily access the contacts whenever we are losing our cell phones or any hard drive. So we can easily access this information of files from these cloud service providers who provide us the cloud storage. Now, talking about the various examples in the details, what is the Apple iCloud? As the Mac users or the iPhone users use this Apple iCloud, which provides the cloud storage. Similarly, the Dropbox is there to store the information, to store the videos, to store the images. These examples provides us the cloud storage at the various level of data limit. Means, for example, the Gmail provides us the 15 GB of data which can be stored in our Google account. So related to these are the various examples which have the different capacity, the different limit to store the particular cloud storage. Now, talking about the first thing, that is the Google Drive. As we all are using in day-to-day life, you are using in the Gmail also. So what the Google Drive does, it gives you the 15 GB of free storage. It gives the free, if you want more, you can pay as you use, because the one of the most advantages of the cloud computing is pay as you use. That is the we can say that the on demand service application. So whatever the services you required, whatever the storage you required, you can access that particular storage and you can pay for that. But for the free storage, we don't have to pay. It provides us with the 15 GB of a free storage. Now, talking about the think how we can access this particular Google Drive, then we requires us a Gmail account to access this particular free access, to access this particular free storage. Now, if you are having a multiple account, you can have the 15 GB of a free storage in the different accounts. Individuals can buy more storage for themselves. Now, Google Apps for Business Administrations can buy the storage license. For the business administration, they can buy the license and they can use the things in the vast mode. In the MNCs, in the multinational companies, where the vast use of storage is required, like the cloud service providers, they buy the license to use the particular storages. So now Google Drive allows you to store the documents. It allows you to make the spreadsheets, presentation, etc., and then you can save them to your drive. As we all are using in our day-to-day life, in the college things, or in the multinational companies, or in any organization, we are using in the form of the spreadsheets, like the Excel sheets we are using in our particular laptop, but we are using that particular thing on the online things. And we can also create the online presentations by using this particular Google Drive, so that anyone can access or anyone can do the changes and they can visible the things like this. So this is the one of the most advantages of the Google Drive, which provides us the Google storage. Now, talking about the Google Drive, this is the pure cloud computing services. What's the cloud computing services? We have already discussed that the cloud computing provides the software as a service. It provides the platform as a service. Many services are provided by the cloud computing. So now Google Drive is a pure cloud computing service with all the apps storage found online. You can use it via the desktop, computer, tablets like the iPad or the smartphones, or we can use from the Android phones, Apple. From anywhere we can access this particular Google Drive by using the Gmail account. Now, all of the Google services could be considered as the cloud computing. Like Gmail we are using, this is the cloud computing services. We are using the Google Calendar, in which we are marking the schedules, we are marking the things. So this is the one of the services provided by the Google Drive. Then we are having a Google Reader, Google Voice, like an assistant thing, is provided by the Google Drive. So these are the various applications of the Google Drive, where you can store your information, you can store your files, you can store your documents, you can store your videos and photos. Now, talking about that, Microsoft OneDrive is very similar to the Google Drive and offers the same services. This is the one of the example like the Google Drive only. So Microsoft also provides us the OneDrive, on which we are using the same services. Now, next services or next cloud storage service is Dropbox. Dropbox is very limited amount. It provides us the very limited amount of storage, but then also it is used for the purpose of sharing the information. It gives you the amount of 2 GB of free storage, so that you can easily use and you can easily complete your particular tasks, so that you can store the information. Now, talking about the Dropbox, it gives us you the 2 GB of free storage. Now, it allows you to get more free space by completing certain tasks. It allows you more space, but you have to do certain tasks. Now, it is available in the App Store. It is available in the Android market. So you can use it very nicely. For example, a file uploaded to the Dropbox from a MacBook can be accessed from a Samsung phone. So this is a very good example. Sometimes the Mac persons or the iPhone users cannot be able to share the information, cannot be able to share the images properly, and the qualities get little reduced. So this is the first thing that it can be used for the sharing purpose. It can be easily accessible to the any Android users or the Mac users or the iPhone users. So you can easily share the things, you can easily upload the things. So that's why the Dropbox is a very important for the cloud storage. This is the one of the good example, but the limitation is about the free storage limit, that is the 2 GB only, but you can use by taking as the on-demand services. You can pay and you can use you can exceed the limits too. Now, why the Dropbox is used and how we can use this. So Dropbox is commonly used by the people to store their documents and the images. Mainly it is used by for the documents and the images only, not for the videos, because the videos are the tool so much amount of MBs are there. So you can store the small amount of MB by storing the documents and the images. Now, you might set your phone to the automatically send all pictures you take with it and into your Dropbox account. You can do some settings. Whenever you are clicking some pictures, you are clicking some images, you can easily put into the Dropbox account. So you can connect this particular account to your cell phone too. Now, so that even if you lose your phone, the pictures will still be available to you up in the space. You might use it to access your documents at home and then save changes to it. So this is the one of the most things we are normally facing whenever we lose our phone, or whenever we are something happens to our phone, crashes our phone, then we lose our pictures, we lose our documents. So this is the one of the advantages to store in the Dropboxes. We can easily access this information after losing our phone too. Now, talking about the next cloud storage is Apple iCloud. That is mainly used for the Apple users, because they are having the certain applications that is not feasible in the Apple users. So Apple iCloud is a service which is primarily used by the Apple user for the online storage, and it is used for the synchronization purpose. Whenever you are doing any task, it is help in the synchronization of their mail, contacts and the calendars and more. All the data you need is available to you on whichever device you seek to access it. It can be either your iOS, Mac OS, Windows device or the Android device. If you make the changes to the document, it can be feasible, it can be shown onto your devices too. It will automatically update it, so that whenever you next access it, or whenever you amended the version, it will be available to you whatever device you use. Means whenever you are changing the cell phones, whenever you are changing the devices, you can easily automatically update the documents according. You don't need to be update the things. You do not update. You don't have to update the versions. It will be done by automatically. So this is the one of the most advantages of the iCloud. So if you have the loads of data up there, perhaps the pictures or the films you have made, then you will need to pay for the extra storage, as you do for all these services. Whenever you require the extra storage, you have to pay for that particular storage. So this is how the Apple iCloud provided. iCloud provide the Apple users, provide the online storage to the Apple users. Now, Apple iCloud provides us you the 5 GB of free storage. So if you want more, you have to pay for it yearly. So this is the things which is the provided by the cloud computing. Whatever amount of storage you require, you can pay for that. If you want the extra, you can pay for that. Otherwise, you are having a 5 GB of data, you can enjoy that. Allows you to synchronize all your iDevices to iCloud. Means if you are having a MacBook, you are having a Windows, these are synchronizing your all iDevices to the iCloud. Whenever you are storing the information, you can easily store that particular thing. Now, anything you have sorted in the iCloud can be accessed from any devices. For example, this is the best example for the Apple iCloud, that a document typed on an iPad and saved to the iCloud can be accessed from the iPhone. Means if you are having an iPad too and you are typing some document or whatever, so it can change or it can be visible to your iPhone too if you are connecting to the iCloud. So this is the good example that you can easily access your files or information or documents to anywhere. Now, one more example of your cloud storages, that is Microsoft SkyDrive. Microsoft provides us the SkyDrive online storage that gives you the 7 GB of free storage. That is the additional storage can be bought. It requires the Windows Live to be accessed can be saved to the Windows computer or as to be mapped. So it provides us provide you the 7 GB of a free storage. Now the next is the Amazon Cloud Drive. As you have seen, you are using the Amazon e-commerce website. Amazon provides the mini TV movies things. So Amazon also provides the cloud drive, which provide you the 5 GB of a free storage. If you want the additional storage, that is available for $10 for a year. So available for download to the on the Kindle Fire, that is the HD. A save to the cloud drive app is available to the App Store for the $1.99. You can easily use this particular thing. It is little costly, but you can afford that if you want the secure things, or if you are having a large amount of data. So Amazon Cloud Pictures in the Android market for the free. So these are the various common features. These are the third-party apps. That cloud storage is a third-party services which provide us you the basic amount of free storage, like the Dropbox provide the 5 GB, OneDrive is providing you the 7 GB, and the Google Drive is providing is the 15 GB. That is we are already using in our day-to-day life. So this is how the Google Drive is using. So after that, the user has to pay a yearly or monthly subscription. For example, Google Drive is 100 GB for the $4.99 per month, and 200 GB for the $9.99 per month. So these are the various charges are provided by the different cloud storage providers, because this is the third party services, so they provide the some amount to use the services. So why we are using this cloud services? We have discussed all this cloud storage. We are discussing the all cloud services providers. So why the basic, why we are using this cloud storage, and what are the different features of this particular thing? So all the platform can be easily accessed by the via web browser. We can access all this information through the web browser. Also, we can offer through the apps ease of access, or we can easily access from our smartphone or a tablet. We can easily access from there. We need not to carry any documents, hard drives, or anything. So we don't have to carry anywhere. Now, all three features directly structure similar to the computer drive. This facilitates the navigation and the organization. The one most important is that features is the online editing. You can easily edit the things. It can be used in the projects when multiple people are using creating the projects at the same time. They can easily access the things. They can easily edit their documents inside a web browsers. No additional software is needed. So this is how you can easily edit the things. Folder or specific files can be shared with the other, like Dropbox is there. You can easily share the particular files to the particular persons. There are the ways limitations. For every advantages, there are the some disadvantages of using the cloud storage too. So they are the limited storage. Some services have the limited storage. Many colleagues are reluctant to pay for the service. They need not for the work, and the amount of free storage of these service providers is limited. Sometimes it can be a data protection issue. So should report really be kept on the third party servers? Means this is why we can we have to keep the things to the third party or not. So this is the sometimes the trust issues might be there, but need not need to worry. So why we are storing this for the there are the various advantages of the cloud storing. That is the universal document access. You can easily access the information, your documents, from anywhere. And since they stay in the cloud or wherever you want to there, you can easily access through your computer by a internet connection. Now next is easier group collaboration. You can easily collab with the different people. It is used for sharing the documents, lead directly to the better collaborations. Many users do this for the this is the important advantages of the cloud computing. Now the next is multiple users can collaborate easily on the documents and the projects. One of the most advantages is the increased data reliability. This is the important advantages. Unlike the desktop computing, in which if the hard disk crashes, destroy all the valuable data. So in over here, your data will not be affected to the storage of the data. If something happened to your computer, your data is already stored on the cloud. So if your personal computer crashes, all your data is still out there on the cloud, so it's still accessible. So in the world where few individual desktop PC users backup their data on a regular basis, so cloud computing is a uh, data safe computing platform. So that's why we are using the cloud storage there. There are the various disadvantages. It requires the continuous consented internet connection. This is the disadvantages, but nowadays we have to live in this environment, so we need the internet connection. So cloud computing is impossible if you cannot connect to the internet. It is impossible since you use the internet to connect to both your application and the documents. If you don't have internet connection, you cannot access anything. This is the disadvantages. If you are not having the internet connection, you can't access the things. If a dead internet connection means no work, where the internet connections are few, then only you can use the things, or then only you can be use the particular accessibility things. Now, the disadvantages, stored data might not be secure. The question can be asked that how the data is secured in the cloud. Can the unauthorized users gain the access of your data? So these are the some questions came in our mind, whether the data is secure or not. So stored data can be lost. This is also one of the disadvantages. It can become in mind that if it is lost, then what will happen? Question mark. So theoretically, data stored in the cloud is safe, replicated across the multiple machines. But on the off chance that your data goes missing, you have no physical or the local backup. So this is how the data, if data is stored, is lost. Now, does not work well with the low speed connections. This is related to the if you are having a no internet connection or the low speed internet connection, then also you cannot do the things. You cannot dial up the services. You cannot use the services. So these are the web based application that requires a lot of bandwidth to download or to upload the videos or to do the large documents. So thank you. This is all for cloud storage. We are going to discuss many more things in the cloud computing too. Thank you, Jai Hind.